Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Carousel of Progress. During our performance, please no flash photography. Food and drinks are not permitted in our theater. As our seats will rotate around the stage in the show, you must remain seated at all times. Please watch your kids and enjoy the Carousel of Progress. Now, let's hand it over to our host.
Welcome to the Carousel of Progress, a show about, you guessed it, progress. Progress isn't about where we came from, but about where we're going. It is the accomplishment of man's hopes and dreams for a better way of life. Progress is the sound of an engine, the hum of a dynamo, the roar of a rocket. Progress is utilizing technology to create a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. This Planet Coaster version of Walt Disney's original Carousel of Progress is not a recreation, but rather a tribute to the many incarnations that have existed throughout the years. The first three scenes are near exact replicas of the current Disney World scenes, while the final scene in the 1960s is completely original. Despite all the variations of the show that have come and gone, our central ideal still remains, and that's progress. Yeah, it looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. We've now got gas lamps, a telephone, and the latest design in cast iron stoves. And that reservoir keeps 5 gallons of water hot all day with just 3 buckets of coal. Oh boy, it sure beats chopping wood. And isn't our new ice box a beauty? Look at that. Holds 50 pounds of ice. Milk doesn't sour as quick as it used to. And thanks to progress, we got a pump right here in the kitchen. Of course, we keep a bucket of water handy to prime it with. Yes, sir, we got everything we need to make life easier. Say, Mother. I was reading about a fellow named Thomas Edison who's working on an ideal for a snap-on electric light.
Electric lights? No more kerosene? No more gas? But we do have this new wash day marvel. Now it takes me only 5 hours to do the wash. If you'll excuse me, I've got to get the laundry off the line before it starts raining cats and dogs.
Not real dogs anyway. Besides, it's not going to rain today. My lumbago isn't acting up. Oh, look at it come down. All you have to do is put the wash on the line, right?
I hate to say I told you so.
Well, we have one of those new talking machines. Now that is something. It plays music right here in our home. Well, with all the talking, I've worked up quite a thirst. I think I'll take one of those newfangled trolleys down to the drugstore soda fountain and meet the boys for a cold sarsaparilla. Oh, I'm sorry, we're drinking root beer now. Well, that's progress for you. And speaking of progress, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long ways, though, since the turn of the century over 20 some odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-winged airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never going to make it. Jazz music's a cat's meow, and there's been ads in the paper for months for a movie starring Al Jolson, and he's going to talk and sing. Boy, I got to see that. And we've got a house full of new electrical servants. Mr. Edison sure added life to our home. Whoa there! You'll blow a fuse. Drat, that's the third one this week. Jimmy, hurry up with that fuse.
Every time he has company, he blows a fuse. And guess who always has to change it?
I heard that, young man. I heard that. Sarah's Ladies Club is responsible for our town's 4th of July celebration tonight. She's got us all roped into performing in their program, and
that's more like it. John, yours is the last costume I've got to finish before the parade starts. And I've decided that we're going as George and Martha Washington, dear.
Oh, the fathers of our country. That's a role that's really fit for me, you know.
I'm so glad we installed an electric light fixture here on the porch, because it's just too darn hot to be sewing inside.
Yes, Sarah. You know, next year, I'd like to go as Benedict Arnold.
And guess who volunteered to choose the music for the program?
Oh, that's a nice tune, Jimmy. You know, with our new Crosley radio set, we can get news and big-time entertainment from all over the country, even Pittsburgh.
John, costumes ready.
Oh, coming, Martha. As I was saying, considering all the conveniences we now have, I'll say that we're really on easy street these days. Just goes to show that. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now, and we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food than ice cubes. And thanks to our automatic dishwasher, I don't have to dry dishes anymore after supper. Oh, and here's something else that's new. I just heard a new term today on the radio. Fella says we've got something now called the rat race. Did you ever hear that one? I drive to the city for work all day and then turn around and drive all the way back. And the highway's crowded with fellow rats doing the same thing. But we do have television, when it works. Gives you something to do after you come home. I kind of like it.
Fight for law and order in the early West. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. The Lone Ranger.
Ah, yes. A new age of electronic civilization is upon us. We're all caught up in the do-it-yourself craze these days. We're remodeling our basement as something called a rumpus room. And we're looking forward to a few rumpuses, I tell you, as long as they don't get out of hand.
John, this papering is getting out of hand. I could use a little help.
Didn't I set up that clever automatic paint stirring machine for you?
Yes, John, you're a genius. Of course, this will ruin my food mixer. Not that you'd care.
Oh, good old Sarah. Always the last laugh.
Oh, you and your progress.
What happened, Sarah?
That paint mixer of yours just sloshed paint across my room.
Now, how do you like that? I always say, if you're going to be married, marry a girl with a good sense of humor. Well, it's time to move on. Let's cheer up Sarah by singing our song. Come on, everybody. Well, we're nearing the end of the 60s, and let me tell you, it's been quite a decade. But despite the events worldwide, our home life has never been better. With our top-of-the-line kitchen appliance, new modern furniture, and most of all, our big screen television, we are really living the future. But the most exciting times of all are now. Two fellas, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, are sitting on the moon's surface right now in what they call the limb. Let's see if we can catch it on our new TV.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Unbelievable. In just 60 odd years we've come so far. That's progress for you. And you know, I think now is the best time of our lives. Have a great big beautiful day, and remember, tomorrow is just a dream away. Bye everyone.